Justice Department and
local and state officials.
Harassment and intimidation.
Our union is under attack. It's putting your students in danger, your communities at risk, and your lives on the line. The same groups who helped fund the Janus case are sowing division in our schools and on our college campuses. Meet Tom DeVore. He's an attorney from Greenville. He filed a lawsuit against 145 school districts in Illinois over the governor's mask requirement for students. This is DeVore's attempt to politicize our schools and our union, using COVID fears and frustrations to pit parents against parents and union members against union members. And he stands to make a profit while doing it. To sign on to the lawsuit, DeVore charged plaintiff groups $5,000 each, plus filing fees. Each district represents a separate plaintiff party. 145 districts means a huge payday for DeVore. His get-rich-quick scheme is earning him $725,000, even though the pleadings are quite similar for each plaintiff. Let's dive a little deeper. Why would DeVore be looking for all this extra cash right now? One reason could be he's running for judge. That's right, he's planning to fund an election campaign. Many of his plaintiffs created GoFundMe pages to come up with the money to pay DeVore. Since the goals have been met, you can't see the donors on the GoFundMe website anymore. But we downloaded a copy. Take a look. Donor after anonymous donor. And unlike in a political campaign, there are no laws requiring the names behind the contributions be made public. Another possible reason? The links between DeVore and other well-known groups who are trying to break up our union. Let's follow the money. According to the Illinois State Board of Elections, DeVore contributed to State Representative Brad Halbrook's campaign. Want to know who else did? Former Governor Bruce Rauner, his wife, Diana Rauner, Citizens for Rauner, Inc., and billionaire Dick Uihlein. You know, the guy who makes Uihlein office supplies. These are the same anti-union people who funded Janus versus AFSCME, the lawsuit that attempted to destroy our union. That same group is still looking for ways to diminish our collective voice so the 1% can maximize their profits. But it doesn't end with DeVore and his lawsuits. There is a web of dark money funding all sorts of attacks against public education. In Wisconsin, Uihlein is funding a recall election against school board members. He's working to fuel the fire and sow division in our communities, trying to turn schools into political battle zones. The recall is focused around what some are calling critical race theory, but is really about micromanaging our classrooms. We are the experts. We bring an honest education to all of our students that is true to our history. Uihlein and his cronies need to keep their politics out of our classrooms and let us do our jobs. It's not just the Midwest being hit by these coordinated anti-union attacks. According to Ballotpedia, a nonpartisan political encyclopedia, nationwide, there have been at least 84 school board recall efforts against more than 200 board members, the highest number of recalls since they began tracking in 2010. MSNBC and the Washington Post point to an organization called Parents Defending Education. Don't let the name fool you. They should really be called Parents Destroying Education.
Parents Defending Education was only founded in March of this year. And we won't know, even the limited information that you can learn about a nonprofit like that won't be available for 2+ years. And that's not a mistake. Now, what you can do is you can look at the people involved and you can look at what their history is.
They're a dark money group fueled by the anti-union Koch brothers, attempting to exploit the very real fears around COVID and use them for their own political and financial gain. Back here at home, Parents Defending Education is directly connected to Awake Illinois, a group that's been linked to the Illinois Policy Institute. The IPI has been attacking us for more than a decade, putting out fake news and sending you postcards and emails, trying to get you to drop your membership and steal our power. The Illinois Parents Union is most certainly not a union. They're just using our word to try to make themselves seem powerful. The IPU was created in partnership with the Illinois Policy Institute. The IPI is funded in part by the folks behind the Janus case, anti-union billionaires Rauner and Uihlein. By the way, Janus now works for the IPI. IPI CEO is John Tillman. Here's what Tillman had to say about IPI, Quote, "We're really a marketing organization hiding inside of a think tank." You know what else he said? Their goal is to take control of our public schools. IPU is associated with all sorts of anti-union groups across the state, including the IPI, Quincy We Stand for Our Students, the Education First Alliance, and Illinois High School Sports Central. These people think they know what's best for our students and public education, but the truth is, the only organization that truly is the voice of educators and our profession is our union. DeVore has 700 plaintiffs on his lawsuit. The IPU has 12,000 members on Facebook. Our union, the Illinois Education Association, is 135,000 members strong. We will not be intimidated by Tom DeVore, Bruce Rauner, Dick Uihlein, the Koch brothers, or any of the front groups they're affiliated with. They fought to silence us with the Janus case, but they did not succeed. We've used Janus as a catalyst to grow and build an even stronger union. This is another opportunity for us to unite and fight for justice for public educators and our students. We know knowledge is power. We will continue to expose their lies and educate others about the deceit they're using to try and destroy our union and our public schools. So while they're busy coming up with new ways to attack us, we will be right here, continuing to risk our lives to stand up for our students every single day. Our collective voice will not be silenced. We will not let their politics into our classrooms. We won't let them profit off of our public schools and colleges. We will never let them win because we know we are stronger and we are united. For more information, visit StrongerUnitedIllinois.org.